till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
And we are live from Sun City Kickball Game of the Week. We have number 10 DSB versus number 20 Borrachos here today. Should be a good game. Rankings about 50-50 difference here, 10 and 20.
Yeah. We got one team trending up, one trending down, so we'll see how they do.
Now, unfortunately, we weren't able to have a Game of the Week last week due to the week cancellation No disclosed reason.
Closures. So yeah, we had to reschedule that game. So the week 3 will now be played at the end of the season.
So we'll get that makeup game up for those teams that were going to be scheduled. I think it was Hard Kick Softballs and Kickalope Ultra, I believe. Should be a good game here. Los Borrachos taking the field. DSB, a high, I believe when we saw them play in the playoffs, I don't know how much of their team has changed. They are a high-powered offense. They do kick a lot,
of offense
and they do get on very, very consistently. Yeah.
Looked like you were struggling to find that.
I was a little bit. First pitch will be bunted. For a hit. He is on.
Oh, wow.
Did not look like it was going to go, but ends up going.
Got the generous roll at the end.
Got the generous roll, and just like that, we are underway. I missed first pitch, but DSB is on. Another bunt here. Back-to-back bunts is going to be played by the Crasher. Crasher going to try and get the out at 2. Everybody's safe on that play.
That one was a little close.
So, like I said, eager kicks. I mean, they went out here, back-to-back bunts on the first 2 pitches of the game, and just like that, you have...
But effective, though.
But effective. You have 2 runners on here. First, finally taken for a strike here. Pitch, a little bouncy. In there. Crosses the plate for strike 2.
Still got a little bit of sunlight tonight, but a beautiful night. Starting to cool down.
Bunted, that one will go foul.
Let's see, what do we got temperature-wise?
Yeah, can you read us a temperature, Mr. Weatherman?
Well, it still says 95, but it's
clear,
that's no wind.
Beautiful. 95 degrees out
Very
here.
little humidity.
Popped and caught by the second baseman for the first out. Should have kept that one a little bit on the ground. Good for the base runners not to go on contact, though.
Oh, yeah.
We've had some of those mistakes on live before where runners are waiting on contact with no outs, and, I mean, it ends up going bad.
Another bunt
here.
Is it gonna be
Crasher
strong
coming
enough?
in.
That is a foul ball.
Foul ball. Did not go. Just getting all set up here, but we're good.
All this time you had to set up.
All this time I had to set up, and I waited until right before game time.
Wow.
But it doesn't matter. We're here. We're here.
We're here. We're live. We're ready to go.
Yeah. Bunted down the first base line.
Good
Second baseman's going to pick it
base.
up, get the out at 1. Runners advance to second and third.
Effective. You move the runners over.
But 2 outs.
True.
Now,
Hey.
what has been the theme of the streams the entire time we've been here,
Every time we do it live, it seems like it happens.
a 2-out rally. Pitch coming in, a little bouncy. Too bouncy for the umpire there. Too bouncy, and it'll be ball 1. So 2 on, 2 out here. Borrachos have a chance to get out of this inning, giving up no runs after allowing the first 2 on. Way outside, but booted to deep left. Over his head. 1 run comes in. Runner makes a turn at third.
Got to run.
And he's in there with a stand-up triple to bring in 2. What a kick.
Right down the line.
Right down the line, right over that left fielder's head. And just like that, it is 2-0 DSB. Bunt here, going to be up the middle. Second baseman's going to pick it up and flip to first for the out. What an impressive inning for DSB. Able to get the first 2 runners on and then capitalize by bringing them home with a triple there.
2 runs, but it was a quick top of the first.
Quick top of the first, right to the bottom of the second. Now, Borrachos, unlike DSB, are ranked a little bit lower. Don't have as much of an offense. And, I mean, it's one mishap, but I don't remember them having that great of a defense either. So they're going to need everything to click for them tonight.
Yeah. I mean, when you're playing a higher ranked opponent, I mean, you got to play perfect kickball, right?
Almost perfect kickball.
Almost perfect.
5 viewers in here tonight. Let us know who you're rooting for, where you're watching from, and why aren't you out here? Yep. Summer registration is still open, I believe.
I believe it is.
Yeah, sign up as a free agent. Sign up with anybody you can. Booted.
Ooh, good
through the third baseman. 1 pitch. Just like DSB, starting early here. Now you said they needed to be perfect, so they need base runners, as many base runners as they can. Pitches outside can be taken for ball 1. Now DSB cannot, or Borrachos, it's going to be caught by the second baseman with over the shoulder. Like I was saying, though, Borrachos cannot afford empty innings. So it's 2-0 right now. They need at least 1 here to cut the deficit down. They can't fall in the hole. Now, we do apologize if you do hear the cicada in the background. They're out here tonight. It's a bit hot.
That it is. It's summer.
Intentional foul there when it would have been a ball.
It was borderline. I think he was just trying to protect home plate there, but yeah, it looks like
I'd still take the strike there because now you can only afford 1 more bad bunt. Interesting there. 101's the count here, and there's the bad bunt. The bad bunt attempt, and it's quickly 102.
Oh, it's 2 outs. That was his third. Oh, 2 fouls. Never mind. I'm sorry.
How about you let me worry about the count?
Hey, I couldn't have heard him say 2. I thought he said 2 outs.
And bunt picked up by the crasher. Didn't need to. Gonna get the out at 1 anyways. Runner advances to second.
Yeah, I don't know why he picked that one up. That would have been the third foul.
It would have been the third foul. Got the out anyways. Runner moves to second. So 2 outs. 2 outs. Runner on second here. And I mean, need to get at least 1 run here. DSB really brought their defense in here.
Painted that corner on that one.
Did. 1-1's the count here. No fouls. That is down the line. Picked up by the third baseman. Third baseman's going to hold it there. A beautiful bunt down the line to get 2 on here. So 2 on, 2 out. And just like we said earlier, the name of our entire season has been 2-out rallies. That one's going to be booted and popped and caught by the crasher.
First pitch swinging on that one.
And there goes any chance of the 2-out rally. Lined right to the crasher, decided to pop it up and make it an easier catch for himself. Ends up coming down with it, and that ends this first inning.
Good defensive inning for DSB on that one.
Good defensive inning. Very good. Top of the second here. Borrachos does not know what their defense is supposed to look like out here. Looks like they're a bit confused.
I mean, anytime you start the season with some new players, you're still trying to figure some things out.
This is true. We are only 4 weeks in.
Technically, this is the 3rd week because.
Technically, this is the 3rd week since last week was canceled.
Exactly. So I mean, especially if you have a lot of new players, it's going to take some time before you find your groove and figure out
Who
where
plays
everyone's
where.
best position is.
Now, an interesting strategy that I haven't really seen a lot of teams use is a guy at catcher. Popped. Crasher thought about taking it, but he will leave it in foul territory. A lot of teams usually have a girl at catcher, so it's a little interesting to me to see a guy playing that catcher spot.
Actually,
never mind,
no,
he's been subbed out.
I was about to say, I was like, they only have 3 girls on the field.
Booted to the second baseman. Second baseman's going to play it on a hop and get the out at 1. Ooh. Bit of a bobble there, but she's able to come down with it just in time to get that first out. Now, there was a guy at catcher for about 2 pitches, and then he was subbed out, so I guess we still have yet to see that. Top of the second, 1 out here. Pitches down the middle for a strike. Beautiful pitch there, too. Another really bouncy pitch. Outside, still swung at it, and foul. Now, this pitcher's motion here is a little funky because this ball is either going to be super bouncy and a ball, or it's going to stop bouncing right on home plate, which is what you need. I'm assuming she's still trying to figure out what her motion is. Is that going to be bunted down the line? Doesn't look like it'll go, and it's in there for foul too.
I've seen more pitchers do it, that over the head kind of like slamming it down motion.
Yeah, they're
It's
starting.
getting popular.
They're starting to deviate from the sidearm motion.
Yeah, side or underhand. I mean,
It's a new era.
yeah,
in
it's a new
kickball.
era of pitching.
New era
apparently.
of pitching. Really, the main ones who I've seen do that sidearm are the teams in like top 5, or usually guys that come in and just launch it as hard as they can, and that is going to be foul number 3 for the third out, or for the second out. My apologies. 2 down here in the top of the second. Borrachos has a chance to get out of this inning without even allowing a base runner, which could be huge for their defense, as that pitch is going to stop right on the plate again for strike 1.
That's how you get some momentum back after giving up 2 runs in the first inning.
That
too.
is, yeah. Lined right back up the pitcher and through the middle for a
kicked
single.
little bit.
Kicked away. Runner thought about 2.
Very smartly returned
Not
back
kicked
to first.
far enough. Right up the middle, right past the pitcher.
If this were softball, that probably would have started a fight already.
Oh, definitely.
Why are you swinging up the middle, bro?
Softball people are something else. Not to discriminate, but you guys are a little
Oh, we
aggressive
don't
out
like
there. We don't like him. You guys are a little aggressive. And fouled off.
on the end.
Would have been a ball.
Again, I mean, that's borderline. He's been calling it a strike, so.
I'd still take the strike over a foul. It gives you less chances. Pitch is going to be down the middle, booted down the line, and now you're down to 1 foul. Could be 1-1 the count, but now it's 0-0-2. Runner on first. Outside for ball 1. Now, he does still have strikes to play with, technically, if he doesn't like them. Bounces just out of play for ball 2. 2-0-2 is the count here. Runner on first, 2 outs. I guess you could say top 2, 2-2, 2 outs, but only 1 on. Down the middle, and there is going to be foul number 3.
And that'll end the inning.
That will end the inning. Only 1 base runner there, no runs, so good if you're Borrachos.
Oh, the cicada stuff.
The cicada stopped. He said, "Hey, they're streaming. Let's be quiet for a little bit.
Let's give him a break.
Let's give them a break." Bottom of the second here.
It's oddly quiet now.
It is oddly quiet. Oh,
Oh,
there he is.
There it is.
There he is. Needed a breather. Bottom of the second here. 2-0. Borrachos
Pulling a Marty over there.
umpire didn't know what inning it was. Outside, ball 1. Now, it is around 8:30,
Thank
but
you for
it
that.
is still hot out here.
That's not as bad anymore. The sun's going down.
Not as bad, but I don't know. It's not like 2 weeks ago where the sun was in some of our fielders' eyes. That is better.
Yeah, that's true.
In there for a strike, 2-1. Bottom 2 here. Borrachos needs to get on, as that pitch is going to be popped, bunted, foul. 2-1-1's the count here. Looks like she was going bunt all the way, but doesn't look like she knew where she wanted to bunt.
It's usually something you want to make up before.
No, and there's the pop-up bunt again, but it drops
right
in
to first
fair
base.
territory for an out. For an out.
Interesting strategy there.
Very interesting. Went out here, bottom of the second. Bunted down the line. Looks like it's going to be a perfect bunt, and it will. Runner will be safe at first after an amazing bunt right down the line. Now, something I will say is our scoreboard might be orange and blue. You're asking yourself, why is it like that color? If you're not, well, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yes, the people are asking.
The people are asking, as that's going to be popped and caught by the crasher for the second out. Now, every team, apparently, that we've had featured, except for the Shockers, I think, and I hit
has
it,
new jerseys this
has
season.
had new
Yeah.
jerseys. that we don't know about. Nobody wants to send us their designs or send us, hey, we changed our jersey. So if you're a team coach watching this, message Sun City Kickball League and we'll make sure everything's right for your stream. Sun City Kickball League on Instagram if you're not following. I did not catch what that pitch was. I think it was ball.
It was a ball.
It was a ball, but I don't know what the count is. Doesn't matter, as that pitch is going to be grounded to third. Another perfect bunt, but out at second. 2 outs and was waiting for the ball to drop. Don't know what they were doing. Coach did not tell them to go on anything.
Yeah, you got to be going on contact.
Bad
on
base running there ends up costing them basically
Potential.
2 runners on, a runner in scoring position. Top of the third, and I did say I wanted this game to go by pretty quick, and hey,
And so far it is going by pretty quick.
Now, we will not forget last season when we had an umpire skip an inning in our stream.
Right. That's right.
I don't
believe
remember
it
what
was Manny, wasn't
I don't
it?
remember what umpire that was.
Which one, Manny? I don't know who that is, but it was that umpire.
We went from the second to the fourth inning, and thankfully no teams caught it at the moment. We don't know what the umpire was on that week.
Unfortunately for him, since it was recorded.
Since it was recorded, they were able to go back at the footage. And we do deeply apologize to Suck My Kick and whoever they were playing. Top of the third here. Hopefully this game doesn't go by as fast as that game did.
It's moving quite along.
It is moving quite along. Top of the third. Now, the people on Instagram voted DSB would win. I believe it was like 70 to 30%.
Wow. So that was 7 votes to 3?
No, I believe we had like 40 votes.
Really?
So it was pretty good, pretty
Okay,
good
my
week
bad.
for
I
us. That pitch is
apologize.
going to be lined. Nobody there at third base. Third baseman was playing really far in. And I believe that was on the second pitch.
I believe so, yes.
DSB already has something working here. No outs, 1 on. A running start here. Looks like it's going to be a
Awkward.
perfect bunt, though. Safe at 2, and that ball gets away.
Oh, he wasn't paying
Had the
attention.
chance to go 3, but decides to stop. An interesting way to bunt. It looks like he tried to kick it and
It
then
looked like
stepped on it.
surprised him.
Yeah. Ironically, ended up being a perfect bunt right to the Crusher. Crusher kind of panicked. Almost threw it away. 0 out, 2 on
he did
here.
Throw it away. It wasn't anywhere near second base.
That's true. Booed it to deep center field. Center fielder couldn't find it. Plays it, drops it.
Uh-oh.
Runner makes a
Let's
turn
go
at
on.
third. With the fake throw, gets him out at second, but 1 run comes across.
With the deke on that one.
Out at second, so a long RBI triple, or a long RBI single. 1 out, got the runner on second, but it is 3-0 here, so the out wasn't for nothing. They were able to bring in a run. Booted right
Good
over
kick.
the
Oh, he
Crasher.
needs to be moving.
Out at second, though.
2 outs.
So quickly, 2 outs. They were still able to bring in 1, so I mean, it's not
Yeah.
all for naught. 2 out, 1 on here, runner on first. They did extend their lead, so 3-0. Another running start here. Popped up, still in the infield, playable for the second baseman, and he's going to catch it for the 3rd out.
Very casually came up to it, and it looked like it almost dropped him.
It looked like he almost bobbled it there. Almost too casual.
But if you ask him, he said I had it the entire time.
Oh, definitely.
He said, can of corn.
Can of corn. Bottom of the 3rd, 3-0. Borrachos just finding themselves in a bigger hole than, I mean, you need to get something here. We're halfway home. Halfway home, and I believe they've only had 1 base runner, no? 1 or 2?
I believe they had 2 and 1 inning. Weren't able to do anything.
I think it was a first, because they had a
Yeah.
1-2-3 inning second.
Yes, that is correct.
I still can't wait till the day we get to call a kickball no-hitter.
Kickball no hitter
A kickball no-hitter.
for a perfect game.
Or a perfect game. Well, nobody gets walked anyways. In there for strike 1. Ironically, there's not enough walks for it to be. Popped up. Catcher Crasher stole it from the 3rd baseman there, but an out's an out.
Almost
She-
a dangerous collision there.
She settled under it, ready to make the catch, and he said yoink.
So don't worry, I got this.
quickly one down here. First pitch swing. Borrachos is really antsy. They go up to the plate and swing at almost everything. Except that one.
I mean, that usually signs up a new team. I mean,
But they're not a new team, though.
I mean,
New
they could
players.
have new players, is what I mean. New players usually go up, and on your first one, you're amped up. You want to.
Ground it to third. Third
Go
baseman's
out
going to pick
there.
it up. Throw the crasher. Interesting strategy there. I guess she didn't believe she had the arm
relay?
for that. Yeah.
Okay.
She didn't believe she had the arm for it. Gave it to the crasher. Crasher, unfortunately, was not able to get it there in time.
Just a little bit too much speed on that one.
Yeah. 1 on, 1 out here. Very slow pitch outside. If you're going to throw it that slow, at least put it in the strike zone. Outside, and it's going to be over the third baseman. Drop right in front of the outfielder.
Whoa, whoa.
Runners are going to advance.
Good job just to bring that in.
Runners are advancing what? 65 feet?
You know, you asked me that last time,
I forget.
and I don't know.
We're going to say 65. Runners
Sure.
advance 65 feet. 1 out. 2 on here. Bottom of the third. So something cooking for Borrachos. In there for strike 1. They need something this inning. Need at least 1. They have 1 out, so they have everything set up for them here. That's going to be booted to center field in the gap. Center fielder is able to drop it. Out at 2. Runner comes home. Safe at the plate. The runner was out at 2.
Yes. Oh, wait. What's going on here?
Bit of an argument here. So it is 2 outs, and it appears it's runners at second and third. I could have sworn he was out, though. Looks like there's a bit of confusion here. They are able to get the runner off third out. So he's in there with an RBI double. The run still scores. Borrachos is confused on how baseball works out here. They do not know it was a force out and are arguing that it should have been a tag.
Yeah, so it was a drop to center field. He threw it into second.
Second got the
Second
force
baseman
out.
had the foot on the bag, so that's a force out.
Borrachos continuing to argue, but finally settled. 1 run either way. Is that's going to be popped up to center field. Redemption for the center fielder here, and he's able to get it that time for the third out. So after a bit of discussion on how force outs work, we head to the top of the 4th.
3-1, top 4.
3-1, top 4. Borrachos needs a 1-2-3 inning here if they want to have any chance of cutting this deficit down. They are home, so they do get last kick, which, who knows, could be beneficial. Could have our first walk-off on stream this season.
Oh, yeah, that would be the first one, yeah. DSB is going to be looking to extend that lead back again.
Oh, definitely. I'm expecting, let's see if I can call this here. She's going to bunt down 3.
Really?
Yes.
What gives you that idea?
I don't know.
Okay.
Then the guy behind her is going to bunt down 3. And then the girl is going to bunt down 3. Load the bases.
Okay.
Then the guy's going to boot away for a grand slam. That's my prediction here.
That's your prediction.
Oh, bunt up towards the pitcher. Crasher's going to play it. She's going to be safe at 1, though.
All right, so you're already 0 for 1.
I'm already 0 for 1. Now, one thing I did notice, though, which I don't think you caught,
Okay.
is this pitcher has her over-the-head motion that we talked about already. DSB's pitcher still going with a sidearm. So, I mean, it's a duel of the pitching motions here. It's obviously working for DSB. As that pitch is booted into
a
deep
little bit high.
center right,
Oh, but she didn't go back.
caught. She gets back safely, though.
Outfielder wasn't paying attention. He
No, and I'm
should
0
have
for
thrown it
2.
to first. Yeah, you're 0 for 2
I'm
on that
0 for 2. My predictions, don't listen to my predictions.
one. I wasn't planning on it anyways.
Bouncy motion. Looks like it's carrying outside for ball 1. going to be just outside for ball 2. I thought it clipped the corner of the zone. It did not, apparently.
It was close.
It was indeed close. Down the middle, another bunt attempt. Crash is going to pick it up, try and get the out at 1. Safe at 1, that ball gets away. They're sending the runner from 2. And just like that, you have runners at the corners. 1 out.
A little bit of confusion on that one.
Potential for DSB to grow this lead.
Oh.
Runners at the corners, 1 out here. Pitch just clips the corner for strike 1. I believe that same pitch was called the ball last at bat, but we don't question the umpire here.
Well, we do, but I mean...
Not to his face.
Yeah, exactly.
We do that after the stream.
Yeah. Well, I do it on stream.
Outside
Just
for...
another terrible call.
I know. Blue, are we watching the same game here? 1-1's the count here. Booted. Going to be over the second baseman.
Good
Drops
placement on
right
that
in
one.
time and gives enough time for the runner to move up to second. Another one comes in, and it is 4-1 DSB.
This was the rally they needed.
This was the rally they needed. So Borrachos says, we see your 3 and we'll get 1. And DSB immediately raises it up by 1. Runners on first and second, still only 1 out here. Bunted, very foul. 0-1 here. Now, I think many of our fans were Borrachos fans because DSB extended their lead and we dropped about 5 viewers. So that tells you what we need to know about our fan base here.
Yeah.
Our fan base. Down the middle. Or
Not down
moved,
the middle.
moved at the very end. Hit him with the curveball.
Mm-hmm. That was more of a slider, actually.
Point is, 1-1's the count here.
Oh, going with the changeup here.
Popped, still in the infield.
Oh,
Dropped!
Wow.
1 out. She didn't have to run from second base, but
didn't.
she said, you know what? He's gonna drop it, and she took off running to load the
She
bases.
did not feel confident in his catching skills.
No, if he caught it, that could have been a potential double play.
Yeah.
But drops it. Runners are able to load the bases here, and a chance to really break it open if you're DSB.
Now they're telling her to hold it. It's in the air.
Coach, where were you on that last one? Doesn't matter. Popped up, still in the infield. Runner's not even going. Caught. Runner's tagging from third. Gonna be safe at the plate. Ball gets all the way away. Here comes another run. Runner from first moves up to third.
Good sack fly there.
A sacrifice from in the infield is insane. Didn't have to throw it, and just like that, it's 6-1. So they do get the very much needed insurance here.
Mm-hmm.
2 outs. Runner's still at third, as that pitch is going to be bunted right up to the Crasher. Crasher is going to hold it. Let the runner take the base. No need to throw and have that runner come home. Runners at the corners, 2 outs here. 6-1. Popped up.
Oh,
And
gonna find a hole. It
dropped.
does.
Dropped by the left fielder. Another run comes in.
Is that 7-1 now?
That is 7-1.
7-1. And as you like to say, your favorite phrase, I think it's been broken open.
It's been broken open.
It's been broken open.
Runners on first and second, 2 out here. Another pop-up in the infield. Can they catch this one? They don't! It drops, but they're going to get the out at second. Coach was not telling him to go on anything. If he was, he would have been safe. So about 5 errors in that inning makes it 7-1.
Say that again, the ball.
A bit of rule discussion over here from one of the players.
No.
Looks like my commentary partner took a break here. It is bottom of the fourth here. Looks like my assistant needed to go explain the rules to some players. Bottom of the fourth here. Borrachos down 6. I mean, we can't start without the ump anyways, so looks like you guys get to see players idly stand around for no reason as we wait for the ump. The ump is not in view. He's looking at me. The camera's over there. Looks like he finally found the camera. All right, play ball is called. Let's get this game over with. Way outside for ball 1. Interesting pitching motion there. It is a new pitcher.
Yeah. But it's out of order.
So new pitcher comes in with a very interesting sweeper.
Well, this one closes early, and then this one's been under maintenance. I don't even know.
Yeah, new pitcher comes in with an interesting sweeper as it breaks very heavily, and that's going to be caught for out number 1. So bottom 4 here, it looks like Borrachos is playing very desperately, kicking at almost everything. They said we need 6, so let's go up there and start swinging.
Yeah, you need base runners in that
Ball 1,
in this situation here.
you do, but that also doesn't mean go up there and swing at something way outside.
No, I mean one home run isn't going to bring you back 6 runs.
Just foul. Just misses the cones there. 101's the count here. Interesting pitch. Bounces in there for a strike. So
That
1-1-1.
second bounce is right before the plate, too.
They brought in the closer for the last 2 innings. Again, a beautiful pitch. Popped and caught by the same
Wow,
player.
what a catch.
That third baseman was playing deep on that one, and she caught it, and it's quickly 2 outs. Quickly 2 down here. Borrachos cannot afford a 1-2-3 inning here.
I believe this game started late, and we're already in the bottom of the 4th. And it's
It
only
did start very
8:45.
late. It started around 8:10. She asked for a 4 pitch. It still popped up. The girl's trying to make a third catch, and she is not. The third baseman was not able to get there for 3 consecutive catches. Just a bit too far.
She said, hold on, boys, I got this.
She should have dove. Try to get on ESPN out here. Bunted right back up to the pitcher. Pitcher's going to play it, essentially walking and get the third out. Now, they brought in the guy for the 4th inning, and I do believe guys can only pitch 2 innings in total, right?
That is correct.
So
he
he
can pitch the 4th and 5th inning.
He will most likely pitch both of those innings then.
I believe so, yes.
7-1-6. Top 5.
Top of the 5th we go. DSB's last chance to just add on more insurance.
You guys play here?
Top of the 5th here. It is a new pitcher for Borrachos here. Never mind. Looks like the guy was just warming up. Borrachos doesn't know where their players should be going.
Yeah,
here.
still a little bit of confusion here, week 4. Oh, I'm sorry,
Actually, week 3.
Week 3.
Week 3. Make up your mind.
Okay,
Which
okay.
week is it?
All right. It's week 4, game 3.
There you go. Everybody got a free bye week.
There it is.
Can you imagine having back-to-back bye weeks?
Oh, that would suck. And there
Because-
is one team.
Yeah,
I think
there's-
it's Zoo Crew.
There's 2 teams technically that had back-to-back bye weeks.
Well, yeah, there was a team that didn't play last week, and then Zoo Crew this week.
Yeah, that'd be unfortunate. In there for strike
Yeah.
1. Can you imagine going 2 weeks without kickball? What would you do? I'd go crazy.
I don't know what I'd do with myself.
No. What
At least I can't say it on stream.
What does it become? Just a Wednesday? Lined and dropped by the center fielder. Well, I mean, Not dropped. Played it on a hop. Without kickball, what is Wednesdays?
Ooh.
Pitch is outside for a ball.
Big curve, but just going to be outside on that one.
Bunted. Crasher's going to pick it up. Try and get the out at 2. Get the out at 2. And that stops the lead runner.
That is 1 out or 2?
That is the first out.
That is the first out of the inning. Okay.
But like I did say, these teams are trying to get a little antsy. DSB has the leeway to be antsy here in the 5th inning.
It looked like they were trying to check to see if the runner turned in, but the first baseman wasn't awake on that one.
Doesn't matter. I mean, she's back on the safety base anyways.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She wasn't awake on that one.
Oh.
They threw it to first, but she was a little confused.
Oh, they did end up changing pitchers. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's a guy pitcher.
So both teams are bringing in guy pitchers for at least the last couple innings.
Yep. Oh,
Way outside. Tried to imitate the other guy's curve. Wasn't able to do it well.
looked like he was aiming for the cone.
He does know that we're not playing, right?
Hey.
Pitch is going to be grounded towards the Crasher. Crasher going to scoop it up, try and get the out at 2 again. And
Oh,
bobble
but
that
dropped.
2.
Oh, what is she doing?
She takes
Wow,
off to 3.
Very aggressive. Oh!
And she's safe.
Oh, no,
she
she's
stopped
not.
early.
Oh.
She didn't slide as
Ducked
far
under
as
the throw, but unfortunately just a bit short on the slide.
didn't slide as far as she wanted to, and
Yeah,
it's
missed
quickly
it by
2
about
outs.
6 to 9 feet, maybe.
He thought,
Great effort, though. Great
the
effort.
grass
You
was
can't fault
watered.
the effort.
Grounded to the Crasher again and again off the base.
Oh. Runner was ready to go. He was.
Crasher apparently does not trust his first baseman,
I mean, his second baseman isn't doing that much better, though.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Hey, we're trying. They're trying.
They're trying, and we can always appreciate that. For them.
Oh, yeah.
Lined
Oh,
right
wow.
out of the first baseman, and she got out of the way for it, I'm going to add. Here comes another run. We have 2 runners on third. Runner going back to second, in there with the slide. And another run comes in to score, so 2 runners will come in to score. Borrachos don't realize they had to tag him, that it's not a force out. And it is 9-1 here after a liner that the first baseman, I'm going to add, moved out of the way of it.
It had some zip on it, all right?
was right at her.
I might have moved out of the way, too.
It was
I mean,
right
I
at
would
her
have
and
stuck
she
an
moved
arm
out of
out,
the
but-
way. She essentially ducked at first. In there for ball 1. 9-1's the score here in the top of the 5th. So it's not impossible for Borrachos to get 8 runs, but
No,
it's not
no.
going to be easy. Line, and there's no third baseman there. Decides to just eat it.
Smart play, because if he doesn't get it at first, that guy's moving to third and possibly going home. So,
Possible 10-1 game.
yeah. Keep it at a respectable 9-1.
That's respectable too.
Yes, it is.
Popped. It looks like he was on his phone in
He
the outfield.
What is he doing out there?
On his phone in the outfield, and there's the 10. What are you
it
doing?
Was it on his phone, or did he throw a water bottle? It was a water
It was a
bottle
water
he threw.
bottle?
Wow. Can we get a replay of that?
I can try.
That was
Well, I'll see if I'll saved it.
okay. All right.
I'll see if it's saved. We'll look at it right now on the break. Now, we have officially broken the scoreboard. It does not fit in our set overlay.
This is when I wish we had that little NBC little drawing, because I'd love to point out that water bottle just going and flying.
Popped
Oh!
up and dropped by the third baseman. Here comes another run. Throws it away. Catcher able to stop it, but the runners will advance to third. Throwing it back to third. Back to second.
Wow, that's
And here
not what
comes
you wanna
another
do there.
run. 12-1.
last thing you want to do in any play is chase it.
Last
Once you start chasing it, you're done.
Like I said, they put double digits and broke our overlay here. So 12-1 game here. Runners on second base with 2 outs. It's another two-out
Two-out
rally.
Wow. Oh, is this
Rounded
gonna-
to second. He's got speed.
Oh,
Safe on a bobble.
Why is the runner still on second? She should have been moving.
She should have been moving. It's 2 outs. Somebody's got to coach her up out there.
I think that was the third base coach that went
It
up to
might
kick.
have been. So 2 on, 2 out here. And, I mean, it's
All
just... it's,
quickly falling apart here.
wow. I said 8 runs was a little hard. How about 11?
Yeah. They're going to need...
Magic.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to need.
Oh.
Very foul. I think now we can officially say it's been broken open.
I mean, if it wasn't broken open before, it definitely is.
Grounded. Stopped by the pitcher and able to get the third out. Finally.
I want to say they limit the bleeding, but I don't know if it's been limited at this point. It's
You
pretty,
have bled out.
It's, yeah. As we move to the bottom of the fifth.
Bottom of the fifth. Last 3 chances for Borrachos to get 11 runs. Not impossible. We've seen Texas Forever do it on stream before. But, I mean,
there are a few teams that can do what
there's
Texas
a
Forever
few
can.
teams. Very few.
And I'm looking at the culprit, and I believe it was a bag of seeds that he had in his hand.
It looks like a bag of seeds. Now, I will say, this game started about 15 minutes late, and it looks like it's going to finish right on time.
Yeah.
So, beautiful play from, both teams here.
Oh, good bunt there.
Bunted. Pitcher's going to pick it up and flip to first, and
Oh,
just
throws just a little bit
missed.
off. A good throw, but
Yeah, just missed the chance.
I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. A strong throw, but just a little bit off. It was a good throw. He would have got him out.
There you go. Oh, I didn't get a chance to see if the replay saved. We'll look right now.
Oh, okay.
In there for strike one. Oh, one on. What am I doing? I've kind of mentally checked out of this game a little bit. I'm gonna be honest.
Look,
here.
it's still a competitive game here.
It's still very competitive. Bottom of the fifth, 1 on, no outs here. Requested a bit of a 4 pitch, but still able to throw the curve on the 4 pitch. Caught for the out. Runner went early, and it's. Ooh,
Able to
if that
get
throw
back.
was on line, that's 2 outs there. In there for
What
ball
a
1.
curve.
Yeah, it is a very good curve. That's why I can imagine the Borrachos pitcher try to imitate. Didn't do it very well. In there for
And
a
he's
strike.
throwing both an inside and an outside curve, too. I don't know
Not
if you
only
noticed
that, it's with speed.
Yeah.
It's not slow. Would not want to face that right now, down 11. Popped up, foul. Great game so far.
Mm-hmm.
It's been really entertaining to call, so I hope it's been entertaining to watch, especially if you're a big DSB fan.
If you're a DSB fan, you got to be ecstatic about this game.
Can we start making merch for teams?
Can we start making merch?
Yeah. Plug our merch in the streams here. In there for strike 2, 1 out. Can't afford a strikeout.
No, but we can do is give a shout out to our sponsor, Coconuts Bar and Grill, located on, I believe, 1600 North Piedras.
I believe so. So shout out to them.
It's for each and every Wednesday for some of the best karaoke in town and drink specials if you're a part of the league.
Oh, definitely.
So-
Definitely. So
Yeah, come join us.
especially if
Have
you
a
just
drink, sing a song.
just lost 11 runs, you could
Yeah,
use some
you
of that.
might need a drink.
Popped up and gonna let it drop in the outfield.
Oh.
Runner will advance to second, and he is safe. So 2 on here. You could say you have a potential to rally here. Only 1 out.
Oh,
Bunted will
that's
not
going to
go.
be foul. Also, is the third baseman lining up on the outside of the base?
It looks like it. Popped up and foul. She played it though.
No, but she played it on. It looks like she played on the outside.
Yeah, umpire had already called up. Now it does look like she lines up on that outside of the base, but I will say it hasn't not worked because every kick has gone that way. It's been outside, and she has to run very far to track it down.
Yeah.
So
not too sure what the strategy is there, but
It's worked. She got 2 out of the 3 outs last inning. 2 fouls here. 2 fouls, 1 out. In there for a strike.
honestly, I'm actually not even too sure if she should be there. Because, I mean, technically she's in front of third base.
I mean, there's not a runner though.
Yeah, but you still have to keep the line integrity, though, from
This is
first to
true.
third.
Very slow
Wow.
pitch. will not even make it to the plate. Tried to
I
mock
understand he's telling him to slow it down. That seemed a little,
cocky.
yeah, like how slow do you want it? It's called a gentleman's pitch there, bro. Come on. Be a gentleman.
Popped up. Gonna get the out at 3.
Oh.
Try the turn 2.
Ooh.
Very interesting attempt here. So 2 down here, 12-1.
2-out rally?
I don't know. This would be an insane
That would be
2-out
an
rally.
insane 2-out rally.
Lined over the pitcher,
But they're just
and they're going to get the out at second, and that is the ball game.
Good game tonight by
Let's
both
try
teams.
and fix this here so we can
DSB
get our...
pulling it out in a close one.
we do
All right.
apologize. I thought we had everything set up. Guess we didn't.
Oh,
Let's get our
go ahead and
video capture here so we can get our interview in.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
Letting the
get
players
get
shake
that
hands.
going and get a few words from the coach of the winning team.
Manny predictions 3-0.
That's true. And Manny goes 3-0 on predictions on Game of the Week,
He does.
including calling the upset week 1 too.
He did. Not a lot of people had agreed with him there.
No, I think our voting on that one was like 9% for them. So if you want to know who wins, just ask Manny.
Just ask Manny. Manny knows.
Is it coincidence that he's the umpire of the game that he picked? The winner of? Ooh. We'll see.
Who plays here right now? You guys at home?
But again, thank you everyone for joining us each and every week here at Sun City Kickball here. We are here Wednesday nights for 3 seasons a year, spring, summer, and fall. I said that backwards.
Let's go. We're on YouTube.
All right, as we await here. Ooh, all right, we're going to have words from the coach here coming up really soon.
What we doing? Ask me the question first. Right there. We're live.
Okay.
So,
All right.
12-1 win over the number 20 Los Borrachos. What'd you like from your team out here tonight?
I love the way they played. They came out here. They did their thing. They listened to the coach. We did our plays. Yeah.
I believe you play another low-ranked opponent in Chuco Bala next week. What's the mentality like for them?
Same mentality. We're going to come out. We're going to come strong. And we're going to keep that energy.
Okay. Thank you, Coach, and good luck on your season.
Thank you.